He's elected LNC chair. This is it. That's not what's going to happen to me. Now, I've been on the cable news and all that kind of stuff, but that's not the point. The point is that I want you to be represented. You will be what the news is. Everybody could go, well, what have you? I'm going, wow, where were you the last couple of years? What do you think was behind that revolution? The whole point of me traveling all over the country was to inspire people and show them how they could get on their local talk radio. They got on their local news. This happened in every community across the country. No individual running for national chair, being national chair, is going to have the impact that all of the people did around the country did. It's not possible. You have to have them energized. They do it. And the seat at the table thing, I don't even contemplate it. It's not even a thought in my head. I know these are the people I'm challenging. These are the people that are passing all these laws and bailouts. And I mean, what am I going to do? Don't do it as much? You know, I'm going to moderate the theft, the death, the war? You know what I mean? Is that what my goal is? No. We are going to, I keep saying this, and a lot of people are just now starting to understand. What's coming will not happen all at once, but it will happen overnight. It is going to be to where all of a sudden, oh, I'm Greece, what the heck just happened? You don't even understand, you don't even know what's going on, do you? Do you really have an understanding of what's going on? And when this happens, and it comes to America, in the form as it has in Greece, it's already happened. I mean, it's not like it's going to happen thing, or if we don't fix it thing. It's an already happened thing. And New York is going to be one of the places that feels it the most. When this happens, the only thing that is going to be standing tall out there is going to be principle. I go to my brother-in-law as a bond rater at Moody's. We're staying with him this weekend. And I go in, and what does he have out? The Wall Street Journal. Wow, maybe we should go on that gold standard thing. Y'all think? You know, and it was controversial, the Fed. The controversial on the Fed, in the Fed, that was a crazy idea, crazy. 10 years ago, I remember in '94 when the National Party is telling us, don't run in partisan race. Run as a nonpartisan, don't mention drugs and don't mention guns. Too controversial. I've already been through this, Wayne. I already know where it goes.
We have time for maybe like two more. Ron is our chair, so he gets one and make me bread.
Okay, this is for Wayne, and it's sort of loaded.
Okay. Well, I like guns, so I don't.
We like Second Amendment.
I voted for Mary 6 times in the last presidential nominations. I maxed out for Mary. I maxed out for Ron Paul. I gave Bob Barr $400. Right? I was a half decent soldier for Bob Barr. Why am I sitting here thinking, what did I see in Mary? What did I see in Ron Paul that I didn't see in Bob Barr? It's principle. So you were on that ticket. How do you change that?
Well, first of all, the thing I want everyone to understand is it's not about the issues. I'm changing the topic. How did a guy who had never been in the Libertarian Party in his life, who was a lifelong Republican, who didn't know one of you, wind up with the vice presidential nomination of your party?
That's a great question. Why did he end up with it?
He is me, yeah. Why did he? Because I think people got it. They heard my daughter and said, wow, she's homeschooled and she's 16, he did a good job. And they heard my speech talking about my mother, which summed it all up. My mother died, and it took me 18 hours or 15 hours to get there, like half of a day, from California to New York. And in the time that I was supposed to get there, and there was no reason to rush because they disconnected life support, and her heart stayed alive, even though her brain was dead. She survived those 15 hours waiting for me because my sister sat by her side and said, don't die, Wayne's on the way. People heard that speech. No one had ever given a speech like that in politics. It was a non-political speech, and it made the point that this party has lacked heart and passion and will and belief, not issues. See, Ernie is wrong. I have the same issues as you. Issues are great. Why have we had great issues and gone nowhere? Why have we underperformed for 39 years? Think about it. It isn't the issues. We're the party with the best issues. We haven't had the heart. We need a fighter. We need a New York brawler. That's what I am. I grew up in the roughest place in New York, Mount Vernon, New York, on the Bronx borderline. I went to a school that was 85% black and 15% Italian, and I was a scrawny little Jewish kid. I got beat up by everyone until I took boxing lessons and until I lifted weights one summer and I came back, and the first kid that messed with me, I knocked him into the ground and he was unconscious. And nobody ever touched me or threatened me the entire rest of my life, and I'm 49 years old. That's what this party needs. We're a party of people that get kicked in the face with sand and run away from the fight. You need a fighter, a brawler with heart and passion and spirit and will, who gets on Fox News and MSNBC and CNBC and convinces America that we are the right party at the right time, and we were there before the Tea Party was ever invented, 39 years before they existed. That's what you got with Wayne Allyn Root, and that is what you're going to get with me as your national chairman. Thank you.
It has taken the United States government trillions of dollars, tens of trillions of dollars, for them to do the mandatory youth indoctrination camps, otherwise known as the public school system, corporate media, government propaganda, all of this over a period of generations to convince people that there's a problem. Well, there has to be a government solution somewhere. In spite of that, the Libertarian Party has stood tall, made sure that the philosophy of libertarianism did not die. And what's going to happen? Oh, the man's running out of money. This is going to come crumbling down. What's going to be left? When you had the medieval forest of monarchs and serfdom and all the collective controls of this government and the church in Europe, and people left, they go, oh heck no man, I'm so out of here. They go to the New World. What did they find? They found this Liberty Tree thing. They wrapped their arms and legs around this Liberty Tree. Libertarian Party has been the last one standing guarding this libertarian tree, this Liberty Tree, this philosophy, this concept that's as old as human history. There are those that just want to be left alone and those that won't leave them alone. So now we're at the very point, and I gave this warning in 2006 in Portland, Oregon. If you strip the Libertarian Party of our platform, you will have opened it up for any and everybody to be more libertarian than us. 6 months later, Ron Paul announced, and boom, all the energy, effort, and money went over there. And everybody goes, oh, why did that happen? And I'm like, how could it not happen? So we're going into St. Louis, and there's going to be that's why I'm doing this. You know, the goal is not for me to, I'm running hard, man. I'm dogging Wayne, man. We're all over the country.
The only two, by the way.
You know,
Yeah.
we
have the top two here.
you know, so we're, and I'm just, oh, no. This has to be a very, very public decision. It is crucial that we have a decision in St. Louis, Libertarians in Convention, even though it's an off year, you know, but it's going to be very clear. What choice was made? Are we going to be, you know, wow, we're just going to be a face? It's going to be an infomercial for the party, you know, or is it going to be an advocacy for the principle? Because that principle is going to get supported regardless. It'll be somewhere else. It'll be in something else. It's going to happen. I guarantee you it is going to happen. I've already seen it. You want to know where the youth are? They're out there being libertarian right, not later. So when this happens in St. Louis, what's going to change? What is my wife and I have been doing this for 22 years? What are we going to be doing? The exact same thing.
And still getting 2% on the elections.
You're confusing me
Which is
with
before
someone that
times what we got
cares.
last time.
This is, you wonder what this battle is about. You think that I care what a vote total on a government computer that has no paper, that's going to determine that's going to determine the battle? What's going to determine the battle is how many minds are free.
Bernie, let's
How many people are libertarian? That is the future.